everybody, how's it going? If you have not yet seen this video, I'll tell you what the title is. Entitled Daughter Trashes Her Parents' $1 million Home. And the reason I'm speaking about this is because I think we as parents, the second our children know that we fear them, we start to lose. And I'll tell you, we're just going to dive right into it. The story about this one is, I guess the parents had her removed. I don't know if she's using drugs. She comes back, she barges in the house, starts destroying the house, and she won't come out. So when the police arrive, the parents are outside and they said, "Where is she?" They said, "Well, we're afraid of her. We're just going to wait out here." They're afraid of their daughter, and she is destroying their house. Now, I have to admit, I, as a mom, have never been physically afraid of my children. They would never put their hands on me. Not, no, no. I could bet you $1 trillion, and I would probably win that bet. Why? Because my children had a healthy fear of me. But the tables turn a lot of times through divorce, etc. And I'll just say, I took notes today, and our sons and daughters have the upper hand when they know when we are afraid to lose them, when we are afraid of them hating us, of repercussions, of retaliation, afraid that they're going to go run to their other parent and say that we've been mean or our discipline is too harsh. It's even worse when your ex, with whom you've had a tumultuous relationship, gets remarried. The new wife or stepmom is jealous of or does not like you because of what they've been told. And then we are afraid that our children are going to walk out of our lives and start calling the other person mom. And that does happen more often than not. We are afraid that our exes will take action against us and take us to court and gain full custody. I think the greatest fear is that they will walk out of our lives and estrange from us, which has happened more often than I care to admit. In my situation, I didn't know my daughter was moving out, my oldest daughter. And one day I come home and her laptop was gone, and I walked in her room. The only thing in her room was a bed and some hangers. And I thought, what's going on? So I called my youngest. I'm like, "Where's your sister?" She's like, "I don't know." And within the week after, she admitted she had helped her move out when I was at work. And she didn't even say goodbye. I didn't know where she was. I didn't know where she was living. I didn't know if she was alive. 15 years ago, I never had tracked my children. I didn't have a GPS on her, so I had no idea where she was. And so the second we fear any of those things, our children know, and they just gain the upper hand, and then they can play you like a fiddle. It's just the way it happens. And then we bow down to them, and we, instead of grounding them for a week, they're grounded for a day. And I have to admit, my daughters were pretty good kids. They were even great teenagers. There's no drugs, no alcohol, no messing around. When I went on vacation, I think I took off for a week when they were 17, 18 years old. I think my daughter, oldest, had her license, and they were fine. And I came back and my home was intact. And we had rules and also consequences. But what really irritates me or irks me or gets under my skin is when I hear of a parent who is being physically, emotionally, and mentally abused by their children. I think I read a story the other day. A mom said her son, a strange son, came and hurt her husband. I think he broke his ribs or pushed him down or something, and she didn't call the cops. Why? Because she doesn't want her baby boy locked up. Are we kidding right now? So you have parents afraid of their children. I don't get it. And so I think when I said to heck with it, and I had to say, whether you here or not, I'm not going to be afraid of it anymore. I'm not going to allow you to emotionally and mentally manipulate me into lowering my expectations, into lowering my worth as a human being. No, absolutely not. And so when my youngest daughter, after my oldest daughter left, my youngest daughter was still at home. It was like walking around a landmine. It was miserable. I asked her to leave because I was not afraid. I went and talked to my therapist. I said, I have to ask her to move out because it's just disrespect and whatever. And he said, well, if you ask her to leave, she probably wouldn't come back. And I said, that's the chance I have to take. And sure enough, I asked her to leave, and she left, and that was it. And the relationship was severed. But I had to stop being afraid. I know it's hard. I've been there, done that. So if you think it's easy, it's most, no, think twice. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Stop being afraid of your grown children. Don't let them in your home unless they respect your home and everyone that lives inside of it. So, anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.